Hey guys, welcome to a new SaaS landing page teardown. Today we're doing Mailchimp, which is one of those SaaS companies that have like a ton of brand awareness. And they usually have like a really bad page because they just can't afford to do it because they have so much brand awareness. People know exactly what they do, so they still sign up for it, right? So with this latest example, they got like way better. So that's the stuff that we want to review. What have they improved? Why is it so much better than it was before? But there's still one really big problem that I'd like to tackle. That's really, keeping them from standing out or maybe just dying out as the leader or as the market leader, let's say, right? But before getting there, if you want help with your conversions, if you want to review your landing pages like this, go ahead and DM me or book a call at Cortez.design, and we can figure out how we can help you improve conversions and improve your messaging overall, right? So based on the landing page that we have now, obviously the good part is that they show that all these different things that people care about when buying an email marketing tool, right? So the automations that you can build, the analytics you can get, these how targeted you can get with the segmentation, and the integrations you have to make sure that you can add it to your e-commerce store, or that you can add it to your website, forums, and all these sort of things, right? So with that part is clear, they do send people to different pages, which might make this overwhelming. What I would do is I would just explain on a high level, like 80% of the features, or like the 80-20% of the features that they would need to know about. So then they wouldn't even have to look at the page, or like most people wouldn't have to check that page in order to understand what it does, right? So they would be like more likely to sign up right away, right? Then they have the pricing here, which is something that most SaaS companies don't do. I assume they have some sort of price advantage, but usually they are like more expensive than other tools out there. I think Mailchimp gets like really expensive as you add more contacts, from what I've heard and from what I've seen from reviews and stuff like that. And the other weird thing is they're anchoring the price at 500 contacts. Because the biggest problem that they have with this page, right, because they are more or less explaining the features that they have, right, for whatever reason it's not loading this time, but they do like have, they try to show you can have like abandoned cart emails, that you can have like suggestions on the emails itself to make them better, that you can segment your customers, even though that this is not actually working that well, and that you can show that it works with all the tools that you probably use already. And they did do a good job of probably showing the tools they're mostly that people care about the most, and then just linking to the rest if they're interested, right? Instead of just linking a bunch of logos and making it really small and then being hard to see which tools it works with. The problem that I'm seeing is the segmentation, the analytics, the integrations, all that stuff. This is something that every single email marketing company is putting on their landing page, which they should, but it makes it like they're all the same, right? Then why should people choose Mailchimp over like ActiveCampaign or like Drip or something similar, right? There isn't any reason. Unless they really like the brand, or they heard of it, or or some reason like that, right? Because they do have a lot of case studies around small businesses. So what I think the issue is besides them not really trying to stand out as much, is the pricing here, right? So by anchoring it to 500 contacts, it kind of seems like they're targeting like really small businesses that might have small contacts. A small amount of contacts. They may have like 1,000 comments, 2,000 comments at most, or something like that. And then that's the type of customer they want, right? Which seems strange, especially if they are like this big. They probably need to be like more generic in terms of their targeting, right? So that's pretty much what I would say about this page. It's definitely way better. These images were actually good, the ones that load. So I would encourage you to check them out. Because they actually make like a lot of sense, and they're like really well designed, but sometimes they're not like loading too well, right? So for example, on the segmentation side and the customer profiles, they have this animation, then they have one that you can figure out where they came from. They have all these tags, so that's good. They're explaining it well. It's just not loading like too well when I checked it out now, right? When I started recording. So if you're interested in seeing how your website could improve as well, how we can squeeze 200, 300,000 in extra annual revenue from the traffic you already have, obviously depending on the volume you have and how much your product costs and stuff like that. But if you're interested in that, just go to cortez.design/apply. It redirects you to this page. And we can book a free introduction call. Basically, what we'll do is we'll start with an introduction call to figure out if I can help you, if the timing is right, if you should optimize now, because there are a lot of companies that try to optimize too soon, where it's easier to just focus on volume. And then if it seems like we are like a good fit, we just book another call, like a strategy call to figure out, okay, what are the tweaks we want to make? What does the results look like? What does the process look like? What does the pricing look like? All that stuff. And we can figure that out in a second call, right? So hopefully you enjoy this teardown. Let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, if you're interested in booking a call, just book it here or DM me or something like that. Cheers.